get a step ahead after a very shaky start to this entire era. Major last week challenger stage, even now in the new Legends.
We'll have to see, Matthew. Both of these teams suffering a loss here on Inferno. It is going to be G2, though, making their way through Spawn. And I guess we're not actually going to see much here at all. This is going to be Shoxy, who will be holding towards the bottom of middle.
Inside of it, G2 trying to answer back with a force fire of these pistols without armor, going against SMGs.
Yeah.
The fact that they've got the helmet, it's the MP9s don't necessarily mean they've got to mow them down cold. He does
vulnerable. 2 grenades and, of course, the bullets, as they actually get fast mid-control here. CT's in a very passive setup, and it is going to be a quick...
Oh my god.
4 the nade lands?
Yeah, just wrecks him with a double shot. One was a dink, and then the second one was a follow-up body shot. M4, obviously. Gotta love that. 2 bullets through smoke with an M4 and get a kill. It's about as perfect as it gets. Kenny's going to try and make amends with it. He will this time. We saw him miss a few shots toward the pit 2 rounds ago. It was a 1-on-3 situation, but maybe he could have done something with it. This time he pulls it back. The problem is they don't check the cubby. Furs inside of it. Flash, Molotov wants to get himself out of the angle. Hold it for now, maybe. Because with those flames, they won't be able to push through. And if they do, it's tradable. They'd have to go wide to find the cubby position, and then Cold would be immediately on the case.
So Cold is coming to back him up right now. He knows he's stuck in there, so if they focus on his position, they can work together. Nice shot from 4, and he does exactly what he has to do there. He's on the half full, he's got a bit of information, he's legged Lucky, and actually fallen back passively to the side. That's going to encourage Fur to rotate. So now it is a 2-on-2 on the ace side. That's what G2 want to finish up here, but they haven't really got the time. 20 seconds, they need Kenny S to get a quick pick here, and then make their way towards the bomb site. Both players quite passive on the CT side. Taco waiting in the pit, looking to deny the plants. They've already done that by the looks of things. As Lucky goes down, Kenny S tries to
ingredients to make a case in this major. Speaking of making a case, how about making a statement down middle? Phelps, again, this time he's not pushed to banana, he's gone from mid. I make reference to the last time we saw them play G2, when Phelps was on this lineup, and it was catastrophic.
Yes, indeed.
This time they get one at least.
Well, we'll see what can be done. This is the partial buy from G2, but they've managed to win rounds with pistols before. Aggressive again against the lesser weapons. Need to be careful here, but luckily it looks like they'll be okay. They take a couple of dinks and swap over some weapons, give Taco the AWPs. He can play very defensively, but it looks like the round is done. You can see they're all quite low as they make their way in towards B. There's going to be a flashbang coming in the air from Fur, but he's still vulnerable here, as he will go down. This could yield a bomb plant. We shall see. Fallen can't really commit to this, but grenade looks decent. Might be able to follow up with a frag. It doesn't quite connect, but look how low they are. Shouldn't be a world where they might be able to give this round up, but all of a sudden it turns on his head. How has Lucky managed to hit that shot with such low HP? And now Taco with the orb, he has to wait for his teammate to go in first.
Certainly does. Cold finds the immediate kill on the Shocks.
Good incentive.
Low HP well for Kenny and Lucky. That forces them out. Lucky hits it though. Shot on Taco. Quite effective, quite easily. Cold tries to slip back out. He'll get Jax, but Body's still inside of the doorway, wants to hold him off, and they get more and more aggressive. Because Phelps pushed the smoke on the opposite side, knowing Cold was taking aggression. That means they had to be giving someone up and fall, and look at that. Out and wide, finds 2. Lucky and Shocks with 1 bullet.
That's not bad at all. Exactly what they needed. That's a bit of vintage ball in there. Manages to get the collateral, and Coldzera pushing the apartments. This is looking so good. Can't quite find the kill on Body, but he has done damage and stays alive, so that's fine. 40 seconds remain here as the T's scramble to make something of this round. Coldzera still pushing smoke, still getting information, as you can hear them wrapping around towards that A side. If he gets one of these kills, it's round done. If he goes down with nothing, G2 might stand a chance.
Cold needs to be careful of the fact that Graveyard getting Taco back in, getting Phelps back in, and now, from when they had their opening matches, maybe they did just need to settle into it. Maybe today, maybe one night of sleep after 2 games, couple shaky ones. Obviously, the Cloud9 loss was way off the mark from what they would have expected. Maybe that's all they needed, just one night to talk it over. You get Zeus back on board. He's familiar with how to coach these guys. Maybe they're going to be the whole new team that we expect from this point onward.
It's been a couple of months since any of these players have been in the tournament, maybe just warming up into it. They're only 1-1 right now, but this is a fantastic start. And Phelps looks confident. They don't seem as cagey as yesterday, and Fallen's hitting some wonderful shots here with the AWP. That's what we want to see. We want to see him and Kenny S go toe-to-toe here. Potential?
No, and I'm going to get back to that, because this is a setup that needs to work for them. If Cold misses a shot, Taco's going to be in trouble, but he baits it in. Jax, good return. That's a bit aggressive from Taco to be that far down the hall. Usually we say you want to be both in a position that you can jump out. They wanted to bait him in. Didn't work. The reason I say no is for the same reason that it's not already being mained by more players on the T side. It might be a better weapon. There's an
now.
Keep in mind this will be a 4-round reset, so every kill is going to matter. If they can get the op out of Kenny's hands, significant, and it's very difficult for him to exit the site from that position. Phelps goes
Stack from the Brazilians at that side of the map. Good grenade, does significant damage to them. Lucky they've got the bomb. If he goes down here, man, this could be disastrous.
Oh, he got... Well, still got himself out of it. He got very fortunate that he didn't get caught with his knife out. With his smoke down, walking away.
On area, they should be able to trade this one out. Coldzera not really in a multi-frag position, but he's getting it done. He's making it work as he gets 3 kills. Tackle.
Planted toward Orange's 1, Jax.
Them go through, and Jax is down at 26. Body not as affected, but he's got himself up towards quad, but not for long.
Taco going to use the bike. Oh, spots one just barely get out of the way as well. Kenny with the IEWP was firing in toward the hole in the window, or the wall. Shock still holds top mid. He'll watch behind the smoke. First solo B at this point in time, but not getting information on Banana. He's not scouting it at all.
Well, he's getting a rotation from Phelps at this point. I think
Down in front of library, that suggests, makes it obvious that in fact they are going to rotate that position. Lost the map, G2 and out of the finals and won the event as a result of it.
Body now to be challenged behind the smokes. Damage inflicted though, and it's going to be a very fast wrap towards the A site from the MIBR boys.
Fallen and Taco immediately on the case. Jax is going to go back inside smoke. Someone trying to just stay alive at this point in time. Shocks will give him help in doing so, but only for so long. Fur down, Cold gets the response. Bomb planted. Lucky and Shocks. Lucky absolutely destroyed by Cold, who re-entered from
As long as they possibly can.
Fur drops in, does get one on body, but not aware that Jax is on the same position. Phelps will nade, hoping that it'll add to damage. The gun did more, but a great repeat. Jax on the deagle takes him down inside the pit. Watch for Cold. He wants to spray it. Smoking themselves off, they'll transfer to the corner. Left side sight, that's the angle removed, and it also means they've got to step in deeper toward the pit to get the peek in that angle, and as a result, 2 players at library become a lot more relevant. With smokes down on that position, though, it's going to be difficult for them to try and spot in with their teammates. And Taco's aware that they could be in the corner. Jax up above, who's going to drop off, not wanting to get sprayed through. Taco changes his aim. They're just slowing it down, trying to buy themselves some space and time. So 2 toward quad. Fallen's there as well. He'll enter now. Smoke's gone. They can start to just go in and look for the vision directly. Taco and Colds. He knows that they're going to be in Banana at this point, so body's rotated early. In fact, throwing utility already to try and prolong how much they have to work with, and it's worked out brilliantly. They get lucky, gets 2. Shocks finds 1, falls off at Cold. He got 1 kill back, but they're desperate to get the plant, so they'll stick to their guns in doing so. Fallen to put it down as Cold survives on 6 HP to watch Ruins, making sure he can do so. They've got angles, not a lot to work with. There's no kits on the CT side, but with 4 players, you'd think they can get in. Cold's using the fountain to perfection. 6 HP, he finds 2 kills, 3 in the round in total, and he just instantly jumped out of the door, went straight to the boiler, caught him off in transition, and Taco I don't think was expecting him to be so quick. As Lucky, however, is equally as quick, it seems, on the AWP. He's got Phelps down, 2 ops, 3 kills between them, and they've got the advantage because it's
Flashing towards the bomb site here. Jax in position as the flashbang comes through, and it's up to the T's to get out of the apartment.
Well, this is significant because Jax is the only one directly on the site. Kenny and Body were doubled up on the arch side watching the wall. The fact that 4 now, oh my goodness, I thought he hit that one too. The fact that they get out from the apartment and there's no one in position other than Jax, they get a bomb plant down, that's almost ideal situation for MIBR.
Well, the flashbang was very good indeed, and they have a Coldzera AK. This is what it's designed to do, get them in a position like this, and we'll see if he can find the headshots now.
Oh, he knows.
Dang, damage not coming through, but there's still Coldzera alive. He'll have to do the head effect for G2 here, and they're going to play 1 player towards the library very defensively, not actually peeking the outside, just watching for anyone crossing towards the bomb site. So that's Lucky with the AWP. Might be able to get 1 out of this, maybe both. He gets the initial shot, doesn't have to repeat this, just got the information, stay alive, and does give himself up to Coldzera.
It's Cold against Lucky down, you're right, but he's tagged at 22 immediately after from the player in the pit. That's Jax. They're going to divide this up 1-1. They know he's tagged, so they'll hold each bomb site. They do not want to give another bomb plant to MIBR because they know they're broken as well now. And at 13-9, they're within range. Cold swings around. He gets Jax. Bomb to be planted now inevitably. 18 seconds, tons of time to realize he's wide open and all alone as Shocks will rotate through mid as well. He'll go down Banana to get there.
He's got a smoke, an HE, but he has no information as to what position Shocks will approach from. He's actually chosen top or middle here. Shoxy has no kit, so he can't be as methodical and as slow as he would like. He knows he had the advantage. Coldzera is tagged up, but will he be able to detect him towards that graveyard?
Clock's still working. Speaking of Lucky, he's the one that needs to step out now. Pull some of the aggro away from Shocks for exactly that reason, because they're all over. What a reaction from Cold. That AK, he gets both, and they're not lined up. That's not a lineup. That's two taps at different angles.
I told you, Coldzera on the T side of Inferno can be absolutely wild. We'll see whether he can continue the form here. And so they make their way towards middle. They've only got 30 seconds remaining. Jax towards top of middle. It's Kenny S looking to find the next kill. Perfectly done. Someone had to be active there at the start of the round. It's worked out for him. Falls back towards the bomb site here. Can he find Taco as well? He'll actually have to drop a smoke or a Molotov out. And we'll see. Kenny S just looking to get in that position where he can play out his teammate.
Watch Jax though. Kenny's blind, but Jax swung out exactly when they were committing. Oh no, Cold. He's done so much good work with the AK to open the round. He takes down his teammate, but he might still get away with this. Exploited a mid to be split. The problem is that's exactly where the second player from A is gone, so they've got the stance. Bodies run out of ammo. That was another kill. Well, Kenny tries to get him back in.
Doing the damage, it seems. Body calls back from Kenny S here. The AWP, not teammate Coldzera waiting towards B, looking to take down this low HP Lucky. He might be able to do that, or to sneak through spawn and see if he can pencil the A side.
Deagle. Inside water already. Can actually catch Lucky off. He had no idea he was in that far. He was still watching the entrance point. Doesn't want to go get the gun, smartly so. Smokes it off. That would have given him a chance to get there perhaps, but didn't want the risk of getting sprayed down. Kenny's already spotted that he's gone toward ruins. He himself, though, tagged to 55, has to be very careful and aware of the fact that Taco should be arriving at any point. He has, and he'll plant with 8 seconds. He knows there's a gun in the back of the site. And he's got the AUG to work with. Cold. Kenny's already spotted him, remember. He's just holding ruins. That means Kenny either has to go aggressive with the AWP, catch off Cold, or work back around and go CT. Cold figures he's still there because Taco's not Cold. He's gone any further. Gets the deagle shot, and Shocks might just bail. He might just grab the off and work his way out. Not a ton of money on it, Cold now.
It really is. He certainly can get a bomb down here. That's probably as good as it gets. We'll see. As he holds up, looking for that plant. They're going to stick together. Surely he can't get both. There's the first, but won't suspect the second. As soon as he goes to this plant, he'll be taken down. As they'll flash towards middle now. Kenny S does miss a shot.
Oh my. I'm so surprised they get out on this because they had 4-man with crossfires on both sides of mid, and yet it falls apart. Shocks gets one back on Fallen, but the explosion from the apartments is what's going to win them this round. Unless Shocks can somehow get in, he's got to be so sly. Smokes down toward Library. He pretty much has to hold this position because he has no teammates. Lucky wants to push to get him information. He wants to try and get through the smoke quickly. The kid is on his back, however. So if he goes through and dies, that's further that they have to go to get the defuse. And look at how many players are inside the site for it.
They're waiting for that flashbang. Shoxy makes his move, but only good for one. A stack on the site completely shuts him down. But Coldzera, he will continue to find frag. Playing the B site. He has no grenades map. Nothing at all. If he multi-frags this, he is a god.
Smokes, flashes, Molotovs. Molotovs, we know this is exactly what mibr used to do in the old days. You clear out both orange sides, and the addition of Emo, they've got that back. This is old school. This is 2016 strat from mibr, and it's worked out perfectly. They knew they only had to worry about the middle of the site. That's exactly where Shocks was.
That's exactly what it's designed to do. Just eradicate all danger around the bomb site. They can focus and hone in on the key points that are Molotovs. This should be it now. That's the only rifle going down for G2. It is map and indeed match point, as now the retake begins of UMPs and pistols.
This game's got an old school feel to it. G2, Kenny and Shocks performing. You've got old mibr back in form and with the victory, 16-12.